As an artist, one of the things you carry with you throughout your entire life is this kind of imposter syndrome. And you walk into the studios and along the halls and you see these black and white photographs of Shirley Bassey, just all these greats of the Beatles, of McCartney, and just Tina. You see all these photographs and you realize, you are on hallowed ground.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the fact that you went to Abbey Road and recorded it in London.
Yes.
My hometown.
Yeah, I felt like an artist.
So I'm here with Alexis Q, and this is absolutely delicious, Alexis, because we met 6 years ago. You walked into my radio studio and you were this huge energy. And in that interview from 6 years ago, you sang some of your songs. We interviewed you for an hour and you sang some of your songs. And I remember just thinking, oh my goodness, the power of the pipes, the power of the energy, everything was so gorgeous. And it stayed with me so much that I followed you instantly.
Thank you.
And we stayed in touch.
Yes, we did.
We stayed in touch. Yes. One of the songs that I loved more than anything was Light.
Yes,
and
I remember.
Honestly. And I remember you'd produced it, you wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah, all of it was you.
Pretty much, yes. I've been writing and producing for myself from the very beginning.
See, amazing.
A one-woman show.
One-woman show. And so that's what this is going to be about today. I want to know about the one-woman show. You've described, obviously, you've got the new album out, the Pyjama Sessions, and you've described this as a declaration of your musical identity, which is a huge statement.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And I loved your first album, but I also love your second. Yes. And I know the nuances and the differences because I listened to both. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fact that you went to Abbey Road and recorded it in London.
Yes.
My hometown. We're also going to talk about your collaborators who have worked with people like Christina Aguilera and Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yes. Indeed.
And I want to know why. You've obviously chosen these people. You've handpicked them.
Yes. Well, the thing is, a lot of them are people I grew up around.
No way.
Yes. So when I decided to write and produce, and I called them up and I said, hey, would you be willing to play?
Yeah.
Most of them said yes.
Did they?
I'm on tour now, but just send me the tracks and I'll get back to you.
Wow.
One of them in particular,
right,
Bashiri Johnson, the percussionist.
Okay.
He was Whitney's tour percussionist, and he's worked with Michael, and the list goes on. And Patti LaBelle, and the list goes on.
Yep.
One of the things I appreciate is that no matter what projects they're working on, no matter which artists they're working on, when I call, they make me feel like I'm the same.
Right.
And that has been that way from the very beginning. Bashiri is actually the percussionist on Light, the song that you love so much.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All that
true love,
all that emotion and rhythm, it comes from him, and he's priceless. He's truly priceless.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in Abbey Road. You're with all these amazing geniuses musically. You talked just then about touring. You're touring, and you've also got some dance mixes going on that I haven't heard.
Yes.
So I want to come back to all of them. So before we get into all the music magic and, you mesmerized me with Light, I want to hear about the evolution, because your new album, The Pyjama Sessions, is, this is long awaited. How many years between the last album you did and this one?
About 6 years.
Right.
We released the first album in 2019.
Yeah.
And then we had this wonderful period post 2020.
We did.
And didn't get a chance to go out and promote this record the way that I wanted to.
Right.
But I had this incredible opportunity when we were all locked in and couldn't go anywhere. I had a lot to say.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I had this experience of having my home studio, having the ability to work within my own time, make the mistakes I wanted to, not feel embarrassed, not having to look at the clock knowing that this is billable hours.
Right.
And having that freedom was just something that was invaluable to me.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel this pressure to perform. I wanted to just tell stories.
Right.
I wanted to share personal experiences that I had. And I wanted to keep it clean and simple without too much fanfare and overproduction.
Interesting.
And that was the beautiful thing about this project. I could lay back in my pajamas at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and just work it out and figure it out.
And what is that magic thing about 2 or 3 in the morning with artists? I interview you guys, and 9 out of 10 will say it was the middle of the night and I was in my studio. You are nocturnal creatures.
I think we all are to some extent. It's about the energy. It's the calm that you experience at that time of night that allows you to think and feel. During the day, there's too much going on. There's so much distraction.
Clutter.
And I think the energy of people moving around, even outside of your circumference, affects you in some way. So when things are still, you can hear the music clearly. You feel it better.
Yeah.
And yes, you just have the space to play.
All right, so let's talk about the album then, because play's a good word. You've got a lot of disco in this one.
Yes.
I could hear the disco through it. And then it seemed to be love. That's what the album was to me. There was love songs and disco tunes. So it was like happy and sad almost. There was passion and then there was fun. Those are the two flip things. Would you say that that's true?
To some extent, yes. I think that love is the recurring theme.
It is.
Whether it's in the song Deep, Something Inside. It's about my music and how that is the passion that drives me. Forbidden is about a love that exists when all else says it shouldn't. Come Correct, and all these songs are about love, but from different angles, from different perspectives. I've played The Fool. Is love gone wrong? And being stuck in a situation where you thought it was love, knowing that you need to move on and not knowing quite how yet.
Okay.
So definitely, but they do have different shades of love, because then you have love lost.
Well, different angles on all of them.
Yes.
And so that made me think, are you writing from a personal experience?
Absolutely. The entire album is autobiographical.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
From start to finish.
So my favorite song was Us Two.
Oh, okay.
Favorite.
Yes.
I don't know why. I think it struck a chord. It struck a chord in terms of it made me cry. And so when music hits like that, it's really important to go there, I think. I mean, my whole life is music, doing this with you. This is just so lovely. But to listen to an album and know I'm going to speak to the artist who wrote it is even more exciting. So I listened deeply. It affected me deeply. And then I had to go away and think about what that was about, because it's not like I'm going through a breakup.
Yes.
So I want to know from you about Us Two.
Us Two.
Is it friendship? Is it love? Is it marriage? Who are you singing about?
Well, originally it was written about a cousin of mine who had been my background singer, my vocal coach. We were just so intertwined in each other's life. She brought all this experience. She was with Whitney when she first started. She toured with Dion, and she toured with Tremaine Hawkins and the Winans.
Phenomenal.
And when I decided to start singing, her mother said, "Please, you two work together."
Right.
And she was like an older sister.
Okay.
But sometimes like a younger sister. And we were actually recording remotely. And she said, "Oh, I'm going for a checkup." And she went in and never came out of the hospital.
Oh.
And that, I just heard her voice the day before, spoke to her husband the day before, spoke to her son that day. And in about half an hour, this song came out of me. The melody, the lyric, everything. It was my way of grieving. It was my way. It was my catharsis. And a couple of weeks later, I took it to the band and recorded it. recorded, we used most of the original vocal demos from my home.
Right.
And after we recorded the song and I listened to it, it was less specific. I guess now that I had gone through that process, I was able to grieve and get it out. And I realized that I had lost quite a few people over the years that this song would be appropriate to describe the feeling.
Yeah.
But it came from the heart.
Yeah, it did.
And it was definitely deeply inspired.
Okay. It's funny, isn't it, that that's the song I picked out? Because you and I have never talked about that.
No.
And we've been chatting for a while. I knew. Well, it did. Whatever you put into that song came right through to me and hit my heart. So, and that's something that you obviously have talked about feeling very much from this album.
Yes.
It's obviously from the heart. And you did write it during pandemic, didn't you?
Yes.
You literally wrote it.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if there's lots of love and if there's lots of songs where love might not be going in the right way, is that what you've been going through for the last few years? Because that's what your fans are going to be like, what's Alexis been doing?
Well, I think like anyone, life has this vicissitudinal journey of sorts. There are ups and there are downs.
Yep.
And I would love to be able to write love songs about happy, happy, happy moments all the time, but that's just not a reality.
No.
Sometimes, things go...
Of course. Yeah, which makes the highs high.
Yes. And I felt that if I wanted to be transparent and honest, then I would have to include those not so great moments. The times, when I mess up or when he messes up, or where, a friend has let you down.
Yeah.
So it was necessary.
Okay.
Yes. In order to be authentic, I think.
And do you feel cleansed? I mean, you've written this, are all the songs written by you?
Yes.
Phenomenal.
The only song that was not completely written by me was All Roads Lead to Love.
Okay.
We used an interpolation of Ain't No Stopping Us Now from McFadden and Whitehead.
Yeah.
And I invited a wonderful MC. Her name is Little G Fresh.
Okay.
And she did the rap section of the song.
Yep.
But everything else was written from top to bottom with me, some production partners of mine.
There is one more song that I want to ask you about.
Yes.
And that's Honest. So I want you to be honest with me about Honest. There's some lyrics in that song that made me go, ooh. Yes. Because as women, we've all been through things. I think that a lot of females, some awful statistic, because I've got a teenage daughter, around girls not actually speaking out at all about things, but that probably around 90% of girls have an incident with being pushed around or something awful happening to them just through male strength.
Yes.
There is some lyrics in Honest that made me go, okay.
Yes.
Are you referring to something specific, or was that you just being...
Well, as I said earlier, the entire album is autobiographical.
Yeah.
And I am no exception to this experience.
Right.
Of being in a relationship where your partner chooses not to use words any longer.
Okay.
And as I said earlier, if I am going to show the happy moments of my life, then I also need to show those unhappy moments.
Okay.
And I think I owe it to both women and men, because it happens to all of us in relationships.
Right.
Physical abuse. And it's a horrible thing, but it's something that needs to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Something that needs to be addressed, that it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what level, what status, what title, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
People in that situation, to hear somebody else speak about it, it may not solve the problem immediately, but it does give this little glimmer of hope that I can get away from this.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need. It's like when you have that sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you can't move, but you feel as if you can just move one digit, one finger, one toe, then you can break the spell.
Yes, yes.
That is what I'm hoping that this song will do for someone in that situation.
Yeah.
And give them just a modicum of hope and strength to get out of that situation as best they can.
Okay. I wondered, because you're, the song's called Honest, and you've been very honest about the album, speaking around it. Does the gentleman know that the song refers to him?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Has he commented?
Oh, no. I don't think so yet. But I don't think his ego will allow him to.
Right.
Because once again, it's one of those situations where he's no longer my problem.
Right. Good. Good to hear.
And it's less about him and more about other people who are suffering at hands of people like him.
Right.
It's about those people, giving them a hand, a leg up, a hand up.
Especially when you love the person.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. And it's very difficult. It's a very insidious situation to be in because it's a cycle. You've been, quite often these abusers are the type of people who will be so apologetic afterwards, and they will cry more than you.
Yep.
They hurt more than you.
Yeah.
And it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
It was just an anomaly. And then you stay in it and it happens again
And there's
again.
a pattern. Yeah.
There's something about the energy that attracts these people.
Right.
And so my message is to uplift, to hopefully inspire others to step away from those situations.
Yeah.
And, let these other people figure out their own problems.
Right. The last song on the album is called Introspection.
Yes.
And so I've got a huge thing about albums, firstly. Yes. I hate the shuffle button.
Yes.
I think it's...
So do I.
Good. Because artists take a lot of time choosing the first song,
yes, we do.
The last song, what goes next to each other. Right?
It's a ride. It's a journey.
Yes.
But people don't listen to albums anymore.
No, they don't.
Unfortunately.
No.
And that's sad because it's a whole narrative from start to finish.
Yes.
So
it's the artist's offering. It's the artist's interpretation. So I'm a big, I don't press that shuffle button.
Thank
if I'm
God.
listening to an album, I go through it. Yeah.
Thank
And
God
you wait for the song that you know is coming up.
Yes.
Like that's the old school way to listen to an album.
Exactly.
I'm trying to teach my kids to do that.
Please.
So I'm always very interested though because the first song on the album was very it was like dawn coming, the start of the song. Yes. And it's very uplifting, and then there are all these nuances through the different songs, and then you get to the last one. The last one is you and a guitar. Right, are you playing that guitar?
No.
Okay.
This time it was actually my co-writer on this song. His name is Ovidio Lopez. This was another song that was written in 15 minutes.
No way.
15 minutes.
Wow.
And I wanted a song that would sort of summarize the entire album process.
Right.
There's some songs where I'm telling somebody off, like believe what you will.
Yeah.
Mel Robbins, I think, is a writer who has this book that says, just let them.
Let them.
Yes.
Love it. Huge
Believe
fan.
what you will is that kind of message.
Right. Right.
I don't have the time to try to convince you of anything. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Then, khalas, move on.
Yeah.
Just
get out of here.
So you have songs like that. Then you have happy songs and songs about loss and song about love and happiness and good feelings. But I wanted a song where I took ownership for the experiences in my life.
Okay.
Where I questioned myself as to what's my culpability in situations.
Right.
Too often we blame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he lied to me, or he didn't show up there, or she did this, or she said that, what have you. What is my role in the scenarios that I've lived? And that's what introspection is about. Did I do enough? Yeah. Was I kind enough? Was I thoughtful enough? Did I take too much? Did I give too much? And so I wanted to leave the listeners with something that made them think, in addition to feel. And that's what introspection is about, time to, okay, we look at the world, we've commented on everything.
Yeah.
Now let's look inward.
Yeah.
That's where the real healing and growth and awareness comes from.
I love that because that was my interpretation of it. But also to the last nuance. So the actual song is you and this beautiful guitar. And then the guitar goes and the last couple of words is just your voice.
Just voice.
And I thought, what a phenomenal full stop to the end of this album. Because it should be you.
You get it.
Because
you get it.
Yeah. I was thinking, I love this. And now if that song had been the first song on the album, it would have been all wrong.
Yes.
I needed that at the end of my journey. Yes. And so I wanted to make sure that it was intentional, and it clearly was.
Very much so.
Yeah, love all that. So how much, let's talk about Abbey Road, because it's very, very exciting. How much, when you were putting the album together, did your collaborators have to do with it? Did you go in and say, I want it like this. These are my songs. I want it like this. Please just do it that way. Or actually, did these wonders and these goats of the music world come in and go, hey, Alexis, why don't we ...
It was a collaborative effort across the board, but mostly I had a vision for the sound, the production.
Right.
I wanted to create this album old school, Quincy Jones style, where you bring in live musicians and let them do their thing.
Right.
And as a producer myself, I try to give people enough space to do their thing.
Right.
And if it goes in the right direction, then fine. Right. And sometimes, they elevate your expectations.
Right.
And if it doesn't, then you can guide them and tell them, okay, well, let's try it this way, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But I have to give the musicians, because these are seasoned artists, I need to give them enough space to do what they do.
Right.
And that's how you get the best product at the end of the day.
Yeah, lovely.
But I wanted to work with the rhythm section. That was the basis behind everything.
Right.
This rhythm section. And if that was solid, then we can add all the bells and whistles on top of it.
Right.
Like the orchestra in I Played the Fool, and in the Bossa Nova, like the Desert Rain.
Yeah.
We bring the strings in. But it was definitely a collaborative effort, and each situation, each scenario was slightly different from the other.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was just amazed at how we had this convergent evolution when it came to the music. I didn't have to say much. They just seemed to get it.
Right.
When they read the lyric and they heard my original demos with guitar or piano, they just got it.
Right, of course they did.
So there wasn't a whole lot of give and take and push and pull with it. No, it was amazingly smooth for the most part,
So you all got on and it was very fluid.
Yes.
Was it daunting, Alexis, sometimes? Honestly, if we look at the people that we're talking about, so the musicians and collaborators that you used, and I thought, oh, that would probably have intimidated me a bit. But is it like that? Did you walk in and go, okay, I can be Whitney? Or do you not even think about it?
Oh, no. Well, as an artist, one of the things you carry with you throughout your entire life is this kind of imposter syndrome.
I knew you were going to say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Because there were times where I wrote songs, heard the demos, took the roughs back home, and felt I can't do this.
No,
this song is too big for me.
Oh no! But you wrote it.
Yeah, and it's my feeling, it's my thought. But there were moments where I had that, definitely. And some of these musicians, at least the rhythm section, some of these people I had never worked with before.
Right.
So I did have to get over that hump of performing in front of strangers.
Yeah.
Which is something that frightens me to death all the time.
And me.
You know? Once I'm there and I'm doing it, then it's automatic.
Right.
But getting there is a uphill climb.
Okay.
And so there definitely were moments of fear. But most of the people who have worked with the big artists, like Cindy Mizell, she sings background vocals for Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yes.
And she worked with Tina, and she also worked with Whitney. When we get on the phone and I send her my demos to listen to because she's done some background vocals on I Played the Fool.
Right.
And I sent her my vocals and she's like, girl, what you worried about? What's your problem?
Yeah.
You sound good. And I'm telling, what should I do? She says, you don't have to do any more than you're doing right now.
Right.
That's enough.
Okay.
They get it.
Yeah.
They will get it.
Right.
But yeah, there have been some moments where, I've been insecure about my gift and because, I guess that's just who we are. We're perfectionists. We want to be better.
Yeah.
We listen to other people who we admire and we want to be like them. And we don't necessarily see the part of us that is similar.
Yep.
That way to touch. And for me, the most important thing, as I said earlier, was I didn't want to go there and do performances.
Right.
I wanted to tell stories.
Right.
I wanted to share.
Yeah.
I wanted to put something on the table that somebody could identify with and partake.
Right.
A communion of sorts.
Yeah.
Find what it is that we have in common.
Yeah.
And let's commune on that. Let's vibe on that together. I wanted people to feel.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. Feel the way that I did.
Right.
And so these were the things that were motivating me throughout the entire process.
Right. Bringing all that in. On that note then, what's the favorite track for you on the album? What is your favorite?
Gosh, it varies. I think I would have to say the song that started the entire project, because it didn't start off as an album.
Right.
It started off as I need to write.
Okay.
I need to get these thoughts out.
Right.
And it's I Played the Fool.
Interesting.
Because that melody haunted me for days. And I recorded it. I still have the voice note from early in the morning where I hummed just this basic refrain.
Right.
And that song was the impetus behind everything else. Once I was able to get that song out, all these other songs started coming out of me.
Wow.
I kept hearing melodies, and I know people think it sounds crazy, but musicians do hear. Songwriters, we hear things.
Yeah. No, you do. Yeah.
And out of nothing, we create something.
Yeah.
But that would probably be my favorite for now. But it does change, though.
Oh, does it? Does it evolve?
It's according to the mood.
Yeah.
Us Two still moves me.
Yeah.
Like the Desert Rain does. And when I'm in a bit of a mood,
right,
and having a bit of an attitude thing,
yeah,
and believe what you will, yeah,
that's your go-to.
That's me.
Let's go. Okay.
I don't have the time or energy to be following you and your foolishness, what have you.
Yeah, let the moment.
Sometimes I'm that way.
Right. That's and we all are. We all are. So which is the best one to perform live?
I think Deep is going to be fun.
Okay.
It's rhythmic. We're already discussing shooting the music video for that one.
Oh, amazing.
I'm going to work with the same dancers that I worked with on Forbidden Video.
Okay.
A group of incredibly talented flamenco dancers from Spain.
Amazing.
But they're dancers.
Right.
They have been classically trained.
Okay.
And so you throw anything at them and they can do it. You tell them do hip hop, they can do it. Do jazz, fine. Classical ballet, and they're on point. So
right, literally.
I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to performing Believe What You Will. It's my Black Cat Janet Jackson moment.
Right.
Where I get to rock out a little bit, and I get to go back to my days with the Corinne Bailey Rae Helen days, the little rock band that she had and led. Yeah. It's cathartic and it's different. People are so used to be standing there prim and proper in a gown and singing. I want to do some headbanging for a bit. So,
yeah.
But we'll see, because once you get the live band together to perform, they take on a whole different tone.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed at how these songs transform live. And that's why I'm so motivated to get on the road and to promote the record and perform live and to have musicians and get that immediate feedback from the audience.
Yeah, because it's a whole hit, isn't it? And let's talk about that, because you are going on tour. I mean, you've been
hope so.
touring this year, haven't you? You have done some touring this
A
year?
little bit.
Right.
But
next
year, I'm looking to really scale it up a lot.
Right.
It's in addition to being something that's personally fulfilling for me.
Yeah.
As an independent artist, touring is necessary.
Yeah.
You know, if you
do it.
want to survive in this industry, you have to tour.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Streaming is not going to do it for you. Streaming is great for marketing numbers and to show people, okay, I've got 1,000 or 1,000,000 streams, whatever.
Yeah.
But streaming will not pay the bills.
No,
Streaming does
know.
not take care of the production.
No.
Streaming does not allow you to take your vision to the next level.
Right.
It's production and touring and live musicians.
Okay.
These are costly things. But hopefully, if it's done correctly, it's worth every penny.
Right. Yeah. You talk about it with huge passion. So you're looking forward to this.
I am.
Because one of my questions I always like to ask, do you like the studio more or do you like performing live more?
I think live. In the studio, there's this need for perfection because it's going to last forever.
That's true.
Live, it's organic. And so if you sing a bum note, that's okay.
Yeah.
If you slip, that's okay. Yeah. You're human.
Yeah.
And I think that engenders you to the audience even more because it's not all contrived. It's not so perfect.
Yeah.
Because life is not that way.
Life is not perfect. No, correct.
And people want to see you. People want to see the beads of sweat on your forehead to know that you're real. They don't want to see you all perfectly glammed and coiffed all the time, you know? We all can't be Mariah.
But also, if there's a mistake on stage, we're all paying far more attention at that moment.
Yes.
Because it draws an audience in.
Yes, indeed.
Because, you know, the real is the real.
Indeed.
Okay. So you've got all that going on. I think this is a good time to talk about being a female, being independent with all this stuff for the album. You are doing a lot of it. You made a conscious choice to do that, to be in charge. So you're independently forging through with this album. Backing wise, how do you feel? Do you feel exposed? Do you feel happy to be in control? Do you feel like it's chaos? Like, because it's a lot. You've written, you've helped produce, you've done it all. Now it's on you to push this along.
Yeah. Ideally, I would like to have a team of people.
Yeah. Okay.
A group of collaborators who we can do this together.
Yeah.
But necessity has been the mother of invention in this case.
Right.
And I also wanted to be able to speak to my audience without the filter of an A&R person or people telling me this song is not good or that's not commercial and you know, this won't work, you know, Corinne is doing this, Ray is doing that, Olivia Dean is doing this, then you should do that too. I didn't want that. I experienced that on my first album where everything was curated. The second project, I had a little more freedom, but I still felt pressured and rushed. This time I didn't. I want definitely to work with a team of people who share the vision. Yeah. Because being a business person and an artist at the same time, one or both suffer.
Okay.
Although it's necessary to play both roles right now, ideally I would like to be able to hand off some of this work to trustworthy, innovative people who share the vision. Yeah. But as an independent artist, like so many of us, we have to wear many hats until, you know.
Yeah, until that moment.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So what's the hardest thing? You're wearing all these hats. You're releasing this album now. What's the thing that you hate the most?
I can't say that I hate anything in particular, but I find the business aspect of it very challenging because the way the industry is set up, as an artist, you cannot sell yourself. Okay. People do not respond. The people in the offices, the suits, they don't respond well if you pick up the phone and call yourself.
Right.
they respond so much better when you have an emissary, a representative calling on your behalf.
Okay, and that's about, you can't be that good because you haven't got anyone working for you.
I think there's something to that.
Of course.
Yes.
Right. So it's like having an agent. So someone has to call on your behalf.
Yes.
To add gravitas to the request.
So having to have a third party speak for you is challenging for me.
Right.
But it's a necessary evil, you know? And so sometimes I have to speak to someone in the office and say, hey, please call this person for me.
Yeah.
So it's this multiple step process that could be very simple.
Right. Okay.
But the way the things are, you have to deal with the complications.
Yeah.
So the business aspect of it, the marketing, the PR stuff, that's a bit more challenging for me.
Yeah.
Because it's not my milieu. It's not my forte.
Yeah.
So being an artist is what I want to do. Yes.
Yeah, you want to sing and write songs and be in Abbey Road Studios.
That's it.
Yeah. And rightly so. Rightly so. So quickly, let's go back to Abbey Road Studios because we had a lovely conversation about this because you said, I recorded it at Abbey Road and I went, because obviously this is Abbey Road Studios made famous by the Beatles. That's the reference point for me.
Yes.
That famous album cover where they're walking across the zebra crossing.
Yes.
You know.
It's iconic.
Iconic.
Yes.
Yeah, and really set Abbey Road up. I mean, amazing.
Yes.
So you go in and you know that's where you're recording the album.
The thing is, we had originally started doing some of the live sessions in Spain. And then I transitioned to Abbey Road to finish some of the bigger stuff for you and all the mixing and mastering as well.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that Abbey Road was possible for me. I thought,
why?
Because it has this incredible history.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
It's legendary.
And I thought that my small project, no, they won't. And
there's the imposter syndrome again.
And I will never be able to afford it. And they will tell me, we suggest that you go to the studio down the street around the lane. But I called them up. Something just got in me, and I said, okay, I'm going to text and I'm going to call and what have you.
Yeah.
I called and I spoke to a wonderful lady there, Miss Landry, and she said, send me an email with what you want to do here. And she got back to me. She says, we can do this for you. Anything else you need, let us know. And I said, okay, great, you can do this, but what's the rate?
Yeah, talk to me about the rate.
That's always my second question.
Right.
Hello, hi, how are you? What's the rate? And when she sent me the rates, they weren't much different than I was spending elsewhere.
Wow.
And I thought, I'm going to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
So we arranged time and schedules and we booked everything. And I went in and they were the loveliest. They made me feel like I was a star coming in.
Are a star coming in. Come on.
There was none of this, this is just an independent artist thing.
Yeah.
It was,
good.
They welcomed you, almost rolled out a red carpet for you.
Right.
Constantly checking in to make sure that you're happy.
Right.
And you walk into the place. And of course, you're warned about cameras and taking pictures.
Right.
Because as you go through, I went through the cafeteria area.
Yeah. Tell me.
To go to my studio.
Yeah.
And you have people that you recognize from the Grammys and from the American Music Awards and from the Brits. You see them there.
Just hanging.
Having a coffee in between sessions, what have you.
Right.
And you try to be real cool, but you're starstruck. You walk out there and you're like, I just saw,
Amazing.
And you walk into the studios and along the halls and you see these black and white photographs of Shirley Bassey, of just all these greats of the Beatles, of McCartney and just Tina. You see all these photographs and you realize, you are on hallowed ground.
Yeah.
And I felt like an artist.
Did it empower a bit?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt like I belong here now.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
And did it make you enjoy the sessions? Did you sort of rinse every minute? Because
it did. It did. But
yeah.
It's the staff there that really made the difference.
Wow.
Because they are so willing to help you
to
take your project to the next level.
Right.
anything you needed, they would try. Just speak up and they would try to do it for you.
Right.
And so that made me feel wanted. That made me feel made the whole process,
surely.
I felt valid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So let's also talk now about the industry itself. And yeah, let's go there. Come on,
Here
I'm
we
relying
go.
on you.
Yes.
Yeah. You hear lots of things. I hear lots of things. I've probably been interviewing artists for 20 years. What an honor. I mean, amazing. My first radio interview was the Bee Gees.
Wow.
And I'd been thrown into it. I was super young. They went, you're going to London. You're gonna go to the Dorchester Hotel. Here's a DAT machine. That ages me.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know how to work it.
Okay.
And you're going to sit there. They sung How Deep Is Your Love to Me acoustically. I don't know where that interview is. But the magic of that moment obviously never left. And here I am. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But as someone who gets to interview artists, it's all the glitz and the glam that we see. Yes. We don't know that you might be, having imposter syndrome or going through what you've gone through, or that these songs like Us Too, how passionate you are about that, how that pain wrote that song. We don't necessarily know that, and we ask the questions. But you do hear a lot about toxicness within the industry, and certainly for females.
Yes.
How are you feeling about all that?
I try to focus on the positive things most of the time. Yeah. But the reality is there are things that you experience during the making of this album. If it wasn't for the passion I have for the work that I do, it's very easy. This could have been derailed a long time ago.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Is that a statement about being female, or is it a statement
it's
about
a combination.
An artist?
It's about the music industry.
Right.
Because there is so much passion around music and there's so much potential revenue from the music industry.
Right.
It attracts predators. Predators from the outside, from the inside.
Yeah.
You have people who will see artists and sign them to contracts that don't take care of them.
Correct.
As a woman, there are challenges I face.
Right.
I saw a wonderful post on Instagram recently, and a lady was accepting an award.
Yeah.
And she was expressing, she was relaying a story about how she was in the control booth and she asked the engineer, I want you to just raise the volume on something. And she says to the audience, and you know what happens. He moves his hand but doesn't move the buttons to adjust the levels. It's like almost like you have to fight. Even though it's your production, you are the captain of this ship.
Right.
They fight you sometimes,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
Mind you, I've worked with some wonderful men who are just there to create wonderful music. But I've also dealt with some who don't take very kindly to being guided by a woman. Even if it's her song, her project, and her production, and she's paying him at the end of the day.
Right, right.
So that does happen. That does happen. The industry is ever changing. Just on the way out the door today, I saw some AI artist, a full production, AI. Yeah. That's something new that we're going to have to deal with.
Yep.
Songwriters not getting their just due.
Yep.
Songwriters, that is the backbone of the music industry. If you don't have a great song, there is no music industry.
Correct.
So why are songwriters the least rewarded individuals in the industry?
That's so interesting.
The way they're treated,
really,
it's abysmal. So there are definitely dark sides to this industry.
Yeah.
But once again, if you love it enough and you have a passion for it, you try to push through.
Yep.
Do the best you can.
Yep.
Fight your way constantly, or
right.
get people to help to fight the battles for you.
Yeah.
And use your voice and platform at every level you can in order to try to draw attention to those things that need changing. Yeah. I don't think it's fair that independent artists are not being paid the royalties that they should be paid.
Right.
And when the streaming platforms are pooling the money, they pay to their top streamers taking away from the smaller independent artists in some cases.
Yep.
Those things are not fair, and they should be addressed.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with the British artist Ray speaking about something very similar, I think. And we need more people like her to speak up about this, because she has been in the system as a signed artist.
Yeah.
She broke free and got her independence. She actually fought for her independence.
Wow.
And now she is a celebrated artist who is now advocating for others.
Right.
And that's something that we need to see more of in this industry. Some of the titans need to come and say, hey, we're not going to release any more music, or we're not going to play with you any longer if you're not going to play fair.
Yeah, correct.
So this is important.
And it will happen. The conversation around AI is really interesting. On radio, I won't play a song by an AI artist unless it's relevant to a conversation that we might be having
about it.
But all I will do is make sure that every single person listening knows that this is an AI track.
Yes.
And I don't know how you feel, but we can't stop AI. It's here, right?
Yes.
It's there. It's very difficult when you're in a creative situation. However, what we can do, if we make sure that it's always noted down, this song is by AI. It's not real. It's not by Alexis. It's by AI. Then I don't mind. I can just about handle it, because you're making a conscious choice.
It's true. I mean, we can't stop the technology from evolving. We just have to learn how to deal with it.
Correct.
And be grounded in our artistry.
Yeah.
Because I think there's still something invaluable about true artistry.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's still a place or a platform for us in years to come.
There is, because there's people like me around who don't want to listen to AI music. I have done.
Thank God for you.
And then it pockets, now listen, it's going to be there.
Yes.
But as long as we know we're listening to computer-generated music, we're watching computer-generated actors, we're watching computer-generated movie, fine. But, we want the real.
Yes.
So the whirligig of this album, and obviously 6 years is a long time.
Yes.
So you've taken your time with the album. It's beautiful. It has all these gorgeous moments that we've talked about. Now what? Literally.
Yes.
Now what? We're here talking about it from January 2026. What's Alexis Q doing?
I'm hoping to tour. Yes. I'm hoping to tour and tour and tour. I'm hoping to go out and meet the people who have been listening to my music and sending me wonderful messages and shouts of support. And also writing. I'm already thinking of new things, which is very rare, because usually when I'm promoting something, I can't hear anything else.
Yeah.
But we're having fun. I want to do festivals. I want to have some fun with the live performances and working with my production team with the remixes.
Right.
The remixes give a different color to some of these songs.
Yes.
And hopefully broadens the audience.
Yeah.
There are people who don't want to hear a ballad. They don't want to listen to ballads. They don't want to cry. They want to feel, a rhythm, even though the song is sad.
Us too.
They want to
house
dance.
mix.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Harry Styles' song, Like It Was,
Oh, yeah.
is such a feel-good dance-around song. But if you read the lyric, it's sad and it's tragic.
Yeah.
So sometimes some people, there's a sector of the audience that doesn't want to deal with the lyric. They just want to feel the music, the rhythm.
Yeah.
And I want to give them that.
Yeah.
I've done that in the past. I've released remix projects. Yes, I hope to do it again.
Well, I want you to do it again.
Yes.
So I'm a fan, you see, of a remix. I love it. But I think sometimes I like the ballad, but if you're out somewhere, and especially late at night in a venue, they're never going to play a ballad. But I still like the melody. So I'm happy to just please bring in the house beats. Let's go. Let's be listening to
I hope to do that.
Is there someone in particular that you'd love to do a remix?
Zed.
Okay.
Calvin Harris does some really good stuff.
He does.
There's a guy, what's his name? Fred, I am. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
I love some of the work that he's been doing, and I'd love to work with him.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd love to have them treat the music
Yeah.
Just hand it over, because that's kind of fun too. It's like a it's like a Christmas or Eid gift.
Yeah.
You give them your tracks, your vocals. You step back. You let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And you wait for that email that says, "Take a listen. Give me
Yeah.
your opinion."
How exciting.
Yes, that's what I liked. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to hear how somebody else reinterprets your music.
Yeah.
That's fun.
100%. 100%. All right, I'm going to look forward to that. Yes. Venues. You talked about touring next
Yes.
year. Is there a venue in the world that would literally be your, now I've made it? The best venue you could possibly, pick. If you had blue sky and someone said, you get one venue, where would it be?
I would say it would probably be Royal Albert Hall.
Amazing. Yeah.
As
Phenomenal.
a child growing up, seeing an evening with, there's just something special about that place.
Yeah.
It's not Madison Square Garden.
I was about to say, because that's the other one,
yeah.
Madison Square Garden.
It's not Red Rock, but these are all beautiful places.
Yeah.
But there's something about, for me, Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge grandeur
Yes.
for that.
Yes.
Opposite Hyde Park.
Yes.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That would be the spot.
Well, I hope that I get to see you at the Albert Hall at some point. We can meet beforehand and you will be playing there.
God willing.
Oh,
Yes.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you for letting me pick through your album. Thank you for letting me contact you all the time going, about this. I want to talk about this, and all those different things.
It's a pleasure having a conversation with someone who loves music,
Yeah.
but gets it.
Oh,
That's really, that's the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even work. Like, it's a real
It's
pleasure.
fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.